Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Enderal. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're supposed to join me today as I get into the subway. It's not a train, they called it a train, but apparently it is the subway. Didn't they? No, I remember. I know. This was called the Undertrain. It's like the underground by the British. They say underground, I think, maybe, I don't know. British in the audience, please let me know. But Subway, I think, isn't Subway American? I don't know. We call it different things in Portuguese, largely because we speak Portuguese. But still, it should be the Undertrain, because that's what they called it. And I thought it was hilarious, because why would you feel the need to reference a real life thing in your obviously real life inspired thing? Can't you make it more obvious? Yes, apparently the water spared the train. How that turns out, I don't know. But we do have these things that we must activate. Oh, now you tell me. There's 4 of them. Okay, well, it's not too bad. That's another one. There might be another one. Ooh, that's turning things on right there. That sound is the sound of glass breaking. Well, that works. I see you. Why? How? Oh, I killed you. Okay. That was kind of good. He sees me. Didn't crit. Okay, be fast. Good. Crit. That's good. Oh, there's another one. Somewhere. Hi. Where? There you are. Ooh. That was a shot. Pretty good. Where did these guys come from, I wonder? I have no idea. Oh, there's more. And they don't have bone meal, which is the most insulting thing. Okay, we're good. Because bone meal is life. Bone meal is love. Everything is bone meal. So, lamps that turn on.
Go inside and take a seat, okay? I'll see if I can get the train running somehow.
Are you
kidding? It can't be too hard.
We're not going into that death machine. It can't be too hard. We have not developed technology of this level. How do you expect this to be, quote, not too hard? Dude, this thing has glowy RGB. My computer doesn't have... Actually, it does. But still. I don't use it properly. Dude. He's not busy. He's just looking at the crystals. Oh, my God. Let's go into the subway and not die. Sit. We're going to sit down. Also, this is the worst compartment. Sit your butt down.
Ta-da!
Don't act like...
I'm amazing.
No, you're not.
I know that.
Nope.
If
You're
being
not.
a merc doesn't work out in the long run, maybe I'll ask the Order to hire me as an expert on Pyrean
I
railways.
will shoot you first.
But no guarantee this thing won't drive us right into the next abyss.
Yes,
anyway,
that's besides my
I guess
point.
even with this thing, it should be a while till we arrive. Let's make ourselves comfortable.
No. I will sit my butt down on crystals, and you can go and get the freaking... Oh, okay.
Sorry for the drama back there at the house. I guess I just didn't know what to make of the situation.
What? That was drama? Dude, you haven't seen drama. So he's referring to his insistence that I answer a question, right or wrong, apparently. He just wanted an answer. That's what he wanted. And he was very brusque. Yeah, B-R-U-S-Q-U-E, I think is how it's written. I don't know how to pronounce it. Anyway, he was very, rushed, I suppose, or something. And that's the drama. And the drama was caused because we saw the body. He saw the body of somebody that looked like me, that had the in-game tag of my name. But he, of course, can't see in-game tags because that's not how it works. And also I saw Sirius in there, which I believe is the character that we meet in the starting boat. It's been a long while, though. So, yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. And I ranted on about how the game is literal every time. So, neither did I.
I figure all of this is just wrong. But I'm repeating myself.
No, you're wrong.
If the High Ones were planning to confuse us, they definitely succeeded.
No.
We really should tell the Grand Master about this.
You're just
and
confusing
about what happened to Constantine.
all the time.
Still,
Was
we can't
Constantine?
allow this to get inside our heads too much. What matters right now is the mission. And at least it stays exciting.
It doesn't.
Two daring adventurers who have gotten themselves into something they don't even remotely understand are plundering ancient ruins in search of treasure.
And it's all your fault.
Don't laugh, but this
I'm not.
reminds me a little of my past. Of my childhood.
Makes sense. Then you definitely had one strange childhood.
Save for the crazed mages and the mysterious bodies, of course. My sister and I, when we were young, we always used to go exploring the caves near our manor. Father always gave us a good scolding when he got wind of it. But of course, that didn't keep us from doing it again.
That must have been one good scolding. You have a sister? Or head, I suppose? I didn't know that.
Right. Because I never told you. Adela and I are not exactly close these days anyway. Probably because we lost our bond somehow, after our father died.
Your what? What's a bond? What do you mean your bond? What is a bond? Your father died. Prematurely, I take it?
Yes, he did. Together with my siblings. Actually, Adela and I are the only surviving Delverics. All the others were murdered.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
No need to be. But I appreciate the thought, so thanks. In a sad way, a part of me is actually glad everything happened the way it did back then. It made me into a man, and it showed me what kind of characteristics have a tendency to drastically shorten one's life.
No, it's just you're psycho. That's not you don't say you're glad that your whole family got killed. That's not no, don't do that. Don't.
Stubbornness. My father was a judge in the tribunal, you know. He was a hard man, who at least, after our mother died while giving birth to Adela, lived for only one thing. His principles. Justice knows no compromise. That was his great creed. No matter who stood before him in court, my father treated them all the same. Damien Delveric, the epitome of justice.
That's not any compromise. That's not. No compromise doesn't mean you treat everybody the same. And also, justice doesn't mean you have to treat everybody the same. Also, the same can be very different. You can treat everybody the same and still not be just. Like, there's a lot. Your father sounds like even more of an asshole than you. Can I say that? Sounds like he had an extreme way of seeing things. Extreme? No. He had his principles. His principle. I love it. His principles. Why would I put it immediately into his principle, not just principles in general, especially because he was devout to justice, apparently. So it is definitely his principles, just I'm just like, oh, it was sort of his, opinion, man. Yeah, let's go with this one, because I think this might be the one that disagrees with his father.
Yes, an extreme attitude for an extreme man. One day, the son of a highly regarded Archer Sublime stood before the 12 judges of the court.
He only scolded them.
Duran. He had murdered 2 whores, made them happy, as he called it, and it was obvious that he didn't feel so much as a hint of remorse. You know those kind of people. The ones who think that money and power entitle them to anything they want.
Oh, normal people. Right. I see.
Of course you can. 11 of the 12 judges voted for a verdict of not guilty, because they knew Valenzio's father was influential within the Relata. Only my father, of course, remained unshaken. 1 week later, our manor was robbed by 4 masked men who killed everyone. Servants, guards, my 2 younger brothers, all of them. Officially, they were bandits, who just happened to be running around with blades made of shadow steel. My sister and I only survived because we had snuck out for one of our expeditions. Ironic, isn't it?
No. Irony is what happens when, or rather, is the consequence of an action that has the opposite effect of its intended effect. So let's put it, for example, imagine your father's actions, or rather your father's verdict of him being guilty, which I assume resulted in him being declared innocent because it was 12 against 1. Or I don't know the laws, but I assume. So imagine, it would be ironic if it would be ironic if you had died instead of your siblings because you had gone into your expedition. So, while it wouldn't be the intended consequence to survive when going into an expedition, it would still be ironic because you'd expect you to survive considering you were away from home. But somehow it was the opposite, and that's what irony is, my friends. See how I can ramble forever? I can ramble forever. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that after what I just said.
Horrible?
Yes.
None of this is horrible.
Yes.
It was the only logical consequence of my father's actions.
No.
And what good did it do in the end? None. As we speak, Valenzio's enjoying himself in some brothel, with 2 whores and a bowl of grapes.
Can I point out...
But you see, there's no point in being angry about this. And do you know why? Because this is just how the world works. There's no divine justice. No system through which it's decided who lives and who dies. There are decisions and there are consequences. That's it. This is also why there's absolutely no point in fighting for ideals. The greater good, or whatever else you want to call it.
That's not what you...
First of all, because no one will thank you for it. And second, because people are stupid.
No,
That's the one universal rule that there is to this world.
No.
No matter how much you try to accomplish something.
That's a problem with that.
In the end, stupid people will destroy all you've achieved with no more than a snap of their fingers.
Don't
fight for the moment, and the moment only. Because
you're
unlike
an idiot.
Everything else, you can be certain of its truth.
Because you're an idiot. Can I point out, first off, that your father lived long enough to marry and have kids, many kids. So years. He said siblings died, so at least 2 siblings died because there were 4. So considering that he was working like mad, he has at least 3 years. Let's go with 3 years. Is that? Yeah, it's about 3 years. Okay, so 3 years. I mean, I guess the twins could work as well. Okay, so I don't know how many years, but let's assume there are no twins there. 3 years of being a judge and being like, you are a murderer and you are gonna go to jail or whatever, or you are not and you are not, or whatever decisions and blind justice he decided to apply. So that's what's known as confirmation bias, because one time, you know, just attacking his, well, I said attacking, sort of diffusing his sort of basic premise here. One time things went really badly. Yeah, that will get you very, very bitter, but that doesn't make you right. If you're just because you're warranted in your bitterness, it doesn't make you right. Also, the people are stupid bit. Rocks are really dumb. Rocks are really, really dumb. Really, really dumb. And even still, you make houses with them, with rocks. And there's other things that are really dumb, and you make stuff with them as well. The problem is treating rocks as you would treat yourself. You can't expect rocks to do the work for yourself, right? So the analogy has its limits, but you don't need to treat people the way you treat yourself. If you realize that they have different ideals, and if your father realized, or in this situation, yes, that would be, I suppose, or maybe he knew all along, and then it's your father's fault, which is sort of the problem. Your father was stupid. But in case your father didn't realize that other people had different ideals, then he was just gullible. Well, not gullible, I guess. But the problem is here his father didn't treat other people in the sense that he, in a way that acknowledged that other people had different ideals. If you realize that you're in a disadvantageous political situation, it is better to sort of do different things because you're working with rocks. You're not working with rocks, of course. You're working with people, but people that work differently from you, and that's the point. They're not stupid. I mean, I'm sure there are stupid people. That's not the point. You just can't treat them the way, you treat them the way they are. Anybody. be very, very smart or very dumb. It doesn't matter. It all works the same. Be them rocks or the biggest genius ever. So that's my rant right there, and I think he's coming across as forced. I didn't like the ironic bit, and I think that might have upsetted me a little bit. Isn't that a little generalized? Generalizing is the word, but let's go with that.
Do me a favor and read the Chronicles of Vin, then ask me again.
I only need to talk to you, and I get to that conclusion pretty fast, dude. Pretty fast. I had to break it to you, but your father did the right thing. No. Oh, wait, what? No, that's the wrong... He's saying that his father... He's not blaming it on his father. He's making a whole point of blaming it on the people. When he says people are stupid, he doesn't mean his father is stupid, unless I'm really misunderstanding him. So I might be really misunderstanding him. So you're saying it basically... We're saying is basically that you think your father should have done nothing? Is that what he's saying? He might be saying that... Because his ultimate conclusion is just to live for the moment. But that's what his father was doing. That's fundamentally what his father was doing. Maybe that's the... I hope that's the subtext. I hope that's the subtext. That'd be fantastic. Tell the story of Jaspar Del Varec, and he just disagrees with his father so much in the end he thinks exactly like he does. That's a trope as old as time, but sure, whatever. It's a subtext, and I would love it. I would love it. It was more about promoting ideals than real justice. That also has another... yeah, that's also... You know, that you can understand somebody like his father as that. I'm not even touching the discussion regarding ideals and what being an idealist is, because it means different things for different people. I have my own opinion. It's not on topic, and I'm not going to say anything regarding that. All I'm going to say is you can be idealist and not be an extremist, and be the opposite. You can actually be an idealist and be the opposite of an extremist, because those are two different things. And yeah, they're sometimes related, but yeah. Anyway. Let's go with this one.
Bullshit.
Yes.
If he had wanted Valenzio to die so badly, there would have been other ways. Poison, an accident, a hired killer. Just a hint of common sense. That's all he would have needed.
Yes, that's true.
But of course, none of that would have conformed
to
his
no.
sacred...
No. What the...
idea?
No, what? No, I'll be right back. I chose the wrong option. Screw you, game. I'll be right back. I like that he didn't like it, but I'll be right back. Okay, we got this. I'm gonna say you're right. It probably was more about promoting his... Oh, it says actually... I misread that at first. It probably was more about promoting his ideals than real justice. So I'm doubting what he said regarding his father. He said his father was a man of principles and only cared about that. But... Or rather... Yeah, I guess that still means that he can be a man about principles and only care about that. He didn't care about justice, though. He cared about his principles, which is different. I hope he doesn't like that, though. Let's see what happens.
Absolutely.
Dang it.
If he had wanted to see this snob die so badly, there would have been other ways. Poison, an accident, a hired killer. Just a hint of common sense. That's all he would have needed. But, of course, none of that would have conformed with his sacred principles.
Sacred?
Adela and I were still young when all this happened. A friendly family took us in, and my sister joined the Order of the Apothecary in the Frostcliff Mountains. But since then, we haven't been able to speak to one another. She raised a wall of ice around herself, so to speak, and fled into old family books and memories. But, anyway, enough about me. You're an orphan too, aren't you? How come? You never told me about that.
I prefer not to. Let's not bond. You're terrible. I hate you. Can I not? This is uncomfortable. Go away. Go to there's other carts. Can I not? Yeah, that's kind of personal. Sorry.
As you wish.
Yes.
And maybe now would be a good time to get some rest.
Yeah.
We have a long ride ahead of us. Good night.
Bye. Get out of here. Shoot. You... Personal space much? Good stuff.
Rise and shine, fair lady. We have arrived. How'd you sleep?
Fine. How long have we been traveling for?
I fell asleep too, but it must have been 7 or 8 hours at least. Very interesting machine, this Undertrain. Come on, let's take a look outside.
He calls it the right thing. The Undertrain. Which sounds like a dirty word, but it's not. I suppose it isn't. I mean, it might be, just not. The train isn't. Kind of dirty, but not in that sense. Also, this looks... Yes, it is the same cart. We could have slept in different state. This is... Anyway. The game hasn't crashed.
Seems someone has prepared a welcome for us.
A lot of welcomes. Are you gonna deal with them by yourself? Because I don't like that. Let's see what I can do here. So, you die. You die. You die. You die. You die. More death. You are so weak you don't even kill them with one hit. There's more of them up there. Are we in the same area? That was the best dodge ever. I don't think I can hit it. Nope. That was the best dodge. Now there's a jerk back here that didn't even have an arrow ready for me. Okay, we're not in the same area. This one has light, and it's also in the jungle, and I love it already. Hi.
Huh?
What? Oh, okay. So he's not doing anything. I could have gotten bone meal. I assume I could have gotten bone meal out of the skeletons. Did he say that they had gotten a welcome party ready? Because we're literally talking about undead right now in a freaking unused underground station for an unused train. Who would have gotten the party ready? He knows more than he's letting on. Also, there's nothing over here. And I'm going over here for no reason. I will go over here for no reason, though. I want to see. Nope, it's just the way they're reusing the assets. Oh yeah, he definitely left. Okay. Let's get this. The Half Moon Island. Sorry, Isle. The last time we were in a place like this, there were Bone Reapers, and they are the worst thing. So with this soundtrack, I'd appreciate it if there weren't Bone Reapers. I like the lovely flowers, though. Hey. Is that a bear? Don't go. Don't go. That's not a bear. That's a panther. Okay. Hi. Stop doing the freaking out. It's not Fallout 76. Go away. Go away. Okay. He's gonna be okay. I think he's immortal. Oh, yeah. That worked. All right. Can't take those flowers. They have really cool parts to those flowers. If you've never been next to one of these things, you see that over there? That thing has like little it's like a maze, so not a maze, sort of a corn cob, but it's just very tiny and very soft. What's the word? Little grains. Yeah, there's like little grains. I don't think they're the same, but they're cool, and they come off, and they're smelly, and they're nice. They're sweet, most likely, because the smell is a sweet smell, and it's a flower, so it's got pollen, probably. Don't exhale. We're just fighting panthers. It's not like we're fighting this place is enormous, though. I wonder where we are. Interesting. We're not in an island. Or, I mean, if we are, it's not marked on the map. Because it could be just a different map. That's one way of doing it. And it still has the same coordinates. And they just don't change the, There's lost ones in here. They don't change the world map. I hate that. I hate that they dodge that. Okay, screw you. I'm looking for loot. Like a coin purse with 30 gold and crappy things in here. Okay, let me finish the job.
What? Haven't had enough yet? That...
What the happened there? Okay. So these lost ones are really ill-equipped. Get out of the way. I want to kill that bird. There it is. For no experience. Damnation. Huh. We seem to be moving on the map, but we don't have the... You can see on the compass, we don't have all the locations, which means we're definitely not on the main map, and this is just a different place. It's also falling. Night is falling.
Well, I'll be damned. This is Half Moon Island. I can't believe it. And I guess that camp over there belongs to Terranor Korek. I suggest we split up. That way we'll still have a chance if they catch one of us. Here, this is your plate. I'll try going in from the east. You should go in from the west. And don't get caught, or try to play the hero, alright? Considering that we're up against an entire army, that's a bad idea, even for someone with your abilities.
You don't know my abilities. Where would be a good place to put my plate?
Anywhere inside the camp. But of course an officer's tent, or maybe even Korek's, would be ideal.
Okay, let's go.
We'll meet again here by sunrise.
Yep. So maybe the sun is setting on purpose. We don't know that. But for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Enderal. I really hope you've enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and leave a comment. Like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.